well, I am on Creek Road, headed to Oatman. The wildflowers are awesome by what I've seen
by other YouTubers.
I'm calling myself a YouTuber. Well, maybe someday. But anyways, here I am heading to Oatman on Silver Creek Road. And look at that. Spirit Mountain back there. Look at that. So on the way to Oatman, I had to stop to look at this. You ever seen the Mojave Desert so green in your life? And when I go up in elevation, it should get better than this. There's more flowers up there than there is down here. But here's some right down in there. But there's more as I get up higher. I've already seen somebody else's video that was through there a few days ago, but it's so beautiful with the green hills in the desert. Hopefully we can see just how green these hills are in the video. This is usually not like this. A lot of wind here, so I don't know if you can hear me. But there's Needles, Mojave Valley, Bullhead. You can see the pipeline in the distance. And there's Spirit Mountain. And we're seeing how green it all is here. This is quite incredible to see the area around Bullhead be so green. It won't last long, but it'll probably last longer this year than normal. But there's some people coming up, happy to be back in the desert and all this greenery here. All right, ran into these guys out here on the way. Used to live out this way. It's a beautiful spot. All right. All right, this is Oatman, Arizona. I hadn't been here, and I can't tell you when the last time I've been to Oatman. But a lot of special family memories here, isn't there? So, we'll take a little cruise through town here, show y'all. Well, I tell you, it ain't changed much. And here we are at the world famous Oatman Hotel. That's it. All right. By the way, the Oatman bed races are coming up soon. Just saying. It's a big annual event out here. So there you are. All right. Kind of did a crazy move. You see where I came from. But when I got around the corner and saw this view here, I've seen it before, but not with all these flowers. So kind of did a crazy move getting here. But look at that. Look how far down it goes. Woo! Okay, check out. There's an old car down there, a couple of them, and a truck. And this is obviously people who ran off this road. I mean, there's telephone poles. Look at those wildflowers. Just incredible. And zoom back out. There we go. And I do want to hit the tree, but this is it for now, probably. Yeah, nice. Here at probably the highest point where you can park, and there's this makeshift kind of memorial here. I mean, I don't believe it's a graveyard, but this is cool. I don't know how long it's been here. I don't believe it was here years ago when I went out here, but this is the view. It's like a little park now, and there's a bench right here, and down there is a mining operation. Ain't been there as long as I can remember, but what's really cool is all these wildflowers. You see Spirit Mountain in the background. Get a little closer here because I'm close to the edge, but I like it. See, there's even more little stuff down here. Anyways, and how them wildflowers stretch out down there, and how green this desert is to a memorial. Look, this is made with pistons for the engine. No one can hear me most likely because of this wind. That's all right. And if anyone does hear me, it's cold out here. You may not look it, but it's freezing. Okay, there's a house down here. You gotta be careful, but look at that view. Can you imagine living there? There's a couple other places back here. But I mentioned a tree, and see these stand of trees right here. That's where I'm headed right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this on while I get down there. I don't know how long those trees have been there, but they've been there all of my life that I know of. And they're Fremont's cottonwood, and they don't do well with drought, so they are probably gonna really be nice this time of year. So anyways, this is gonna help them out this rain, because they don't like to do without water. In fact, back in the pioneer days, when people were crossing the western in wagons, they kind of figured if they saw a stand of these trees that there would be water there. And there's a creek runs through here. I'm gonna have to finish the video down there because I gotta climb down, and I'm older and I don't know exactly where to get down yet. So, but when I do, I'll see you underneath that tree. Well, there's a road. There's a car and there's the highway, Route 66. I'm not gonna drive my car down here. That'd just be like nuts. So I'm walking this part right here. Or if it's newer, I doubt it's too new. But there's that cottonwood right there. I'm going to be underneath it. And look at all them wildflowers on the hills. This is Sitgreaves Pass right up there. And we're looking down. That is in the background, Wallapai Mountains, the top of it. Kingman's over that way. We're on the east side of Black Mountain, east side of Sitgreaves Pass. And I used to come to this tree because not a lot of trees, especially size in the desert. So this has always been a favorite stopping place of mine. Look at how green and shady it is here. And there is water in the creek. Listen to that. Yes. And I love this bridge. Yeah, I wouldn't try to drive a car over this myself, just saying, but look at that water rolling down creek. That's nice. There used to be a tire hanging from a rope out here. I'm gonna see if it's still there. I mean, we're going back a number of years, but I knew it was there about 10 or 12 years ago. I knew somebody who had came out here, and oh, there, yes. Isn't that an amazing tree? Especially to be in the desert. But the only reason these trees are here in this spot is because of this creek here. Look at the roots on that. Fremont's cottonwood. I could spend a little bit of time down here. It was always a place for me to go when I missed a tree because, like I said, there's not a lot of them in the desert. And is it beautiful here right now with all the flowers? This tree trunk right here. How tall that is. We're at about 3,500 feet of sea level right here. And trees are here because of this creek, of course. And man, I love these trees. Well, I'm here at the world famous Cool Springs. This location has been in a few movies. And when I was a kid here in this area, this was just a ruin, or it was the remnants of a gas station. And I don't know if it was called Cool Springs way back then or not. I'll have to do some research on that. But it is cool now. Cool Springs. Okay, little shots of Cool Springs right here. Like I said, this was just like part. In fact, you can kind of see the different color on the rocks. Probably there wasn't much here. This was just here. And now it's a little shop, tourist trap deal going on. And then this sign over here, it says, I survived 191 turns over 8 miles, which is the road I was just on. Old Route 66 between Kingman and Oatman.